Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Lori. Hi, Holy Cowgirl. Hello there. Nice to see you. I was just looking at the temperature because right around this time is when we kind of hit, the maximum temperature of the day, 69 degrees. Wow. I was not expecting 69. Oh, I was going to bring my phone over here though. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll have researchers in the chat. How about that? If anything needs to be researched further, I'll hold it up. You guys can Google it and do the research. I don't know where my phone is. It's somewhere. It is somewhere. Oh well. I know. It's like, is that going to be like it for the summer, or I thought we were kind of getting warm again. Let me see. Okay, there. Seafull forecast. I know things I could have done while I was in the back room. Oh, it is going to be warm again. It's just today. And then we're going to be back in the upper 70s. That's nice. I like upper 70s. And then next week, it could rain. Oh, that would be nice. All right. So next week, or this week, the rest of this week might be it for summer. Oh, but it's wonderful to see you guys. Welcome to the chipped, cracked, dented, scratched, and everything else under the sun. As I was going through everything, we have missing hinges. What else? Besides chipped and cracked and missing foam or something along those lines. Yeah, it's a big variety of things that have sometimes minor, sometimes major flaws to them. Hi, Leslie. but they still might serve a purpose. So before I go, oh, it can't stay anymore, I will try to find a new home for these items. Now, some of these items, I will admit, they are pretty cool, and I will hang on to them. There are a couple that were at the last sale that I did, which was probably a year ago. I probably only do these like once a year. And I know a few items were there for that sale, but you never know. This might be the year they find a new home, or they'll just stay here with me. Oh, but very nice to see everybody. Oh, Monday, Labor Day. Even if like I don't have the, typical office job or work for a company kind of job. And so I don't really take like the days off and weekends and stuff. My schedule's kind of all over the place. That yeah, I've kind of lost a sense of the 3-day weekends. But I do still like seeing it on the calendar. Hello, Gatita. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Tammy. Thank you all so much for joining me. Well, we won't spend. Hi, Ginger. Oh, Caroline. And she wanted to know why I do that to the items to sell. I know. I wonder that too sometimes. Sometimes, I will say, sometimes accidents happen. It's true. Sometimes they do happen. Sometimes I will pick up an item knowing it has a little flaw, but it may not be enough of a flaw that somebody is like a hard pass on it. And sometimes you get things in lots. You know, you buy a box and you just take what's there, and you know, you get the good, the bad, and the ugly with things like that. But sometimes there are hidden gems, even in chipped and cracked and everything. But I have got a lot to go through. Like I said, my bin was overflowing and it was time to have a sale. It was time to have a sale a while ago, but this just ended up being kind of the perfect opportunity for it. So let me get back to the top of my list. Now I have this set up a little more like the morning sales, where we're going to have a group with the same start price. That was just kind of how my brain was working as I was sorting through items. I ended up starting to put all the like prices together, and I went, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and set this up like the morning. Hello, Holland. And hi, Crystal, if you're there. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we are going to get started. And one item, I went, you know what? I have to see if I can find a new home for this one at no cost. This one's going to be a freebie. Now, there may be others along the way that I go, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But this is a poor reindeer, and yeah, his other antlers are missing. He's a magnet. But again, crafters, think outside the box for a lot of these items, because they're going to have maybe other functions totally outside the scope. But let's just put in R for reindeer, R for reindeer. If you would like to give the poor reindeer magnet a new home at no cost, Gatita is going to thank you. Now he's kind of looking off to the side anyway. So it could be that the other antler is just kind of out of view. All right. And there we go. Gatita is going to take that one. Yay. All right. And that means that, yeah, we're going to start with $1 items. Yep. I've got items that are going to start out at just $1. Let's see. First up. Okay. This is a little ceramic cat. He's got a little damage on his nose. He's got a little damage on his ear. Turn him over. Oh, he's got a lot of damage on his ear. He's not marked. Not marked. Hi, Lou. Or Al. Al, Lou. Hi, Perla. So there he is. He is a ceramic cat. Now let me get you a measurement on him, because he is a little bigger. About 2 3/4 inches for the cat. So $1. Now I'm probably going to do a speed round again at the end. You change your mind on him. Oh, Jerry is going to take him. Now, I know a lot of times there are painters out there and stuff who can like, oh, I can just do a little touch up and he'll be just fine. That's what I'm hoping for a lot of these items. So thank you, Jerry. And hello there. So going once, going twice. And sold to Jerry. Thank you. Okay, next item is a little glass pig. Now, what's wrong with him is his ear. You can see his ear is supposed to come up and curl over, and it does not. It just kind of stops. Hi, Denise. He's a really cute little pig. He has little blue eyes, but he is an itty bitty little pig. So he's got the broken ear, and he is just $1. Hi, Mary Beth. Cute little curly Q tail, but he is just an itty bitty. And unfortunately, yeah, his ear right there is broken. All right. Now I will bring things back for a speed round recap at the end. Next, something for fall. You can see this has got some chips on it. Little leaves and acorns. Hi, Doreen. So leaves and acorns. Hi, Mary Jane. So that is $1. And again, it's could use a touch up, maybe not. Maybe you're fine with it being a little weathered looking, but it is kind of a small one. You could probably put a magnet on the back if you wanted to make that a refrigerator magnet. So $1 for the leaves and acorns. All right, next up is a tile. It's got duct tape on the back, probably because, yeah, it's got a big break in it. Again, craftspeople, mosaics, jewelry makers, you might want to smash that anyway and use parts of it. Jerry, is that for the leaves or is that for the sunflower? Sorry, we're going to play that game again. So let me know, Jerry, if you were in for the acorns or if you were in for the tile. So this one, yeah, it's got a break. Maybe they tried to repair it. All right. Thank you, Jerry. I will get you for that one. They may have tried to repair it. But again, if you are a mosaic person, a crafts person, a jewelry maker, and you want to smash that, use the parts, there you go, $1 for the tile. Okay, next one. This is a broken tile also, but you're also going to get an unbroken tile. They're connected in the back. And oh, Lori is going to take the little pig. Thank you, Lori. So this tile does have 2 breaks in it. I'm going to mark that sold to Lori. Thank you. So you can see top and bottom, they both have breaks right there and right there. Really pretty tile. Now this one does not have any breaks. So you're getting both of them for $1. Both of those for $1, the one with the breaks, the one without the breaks. All right. And as I pass on things, just like Lori did, if you want to claim something that I've passed on, you just let me know in the chat. All right, we're going to continue with the $1 items. And I have a violets little trinket box. There are chipped petals. So I'm going to let you know. Let's take a look here. Right over here. Yeah, here we've got a chipped petal right up there. I think for the most part, the other petals on top are okay. Just that one big chip there. On the bottom, we've got a chip right here. We've got a chip down here. And we've got a chip here. So we do have a few chips. Now, if you use, clay, the polymer clay, you could probably do little repairs on that. Who knows? But that little violets trinket box, that one is $1. No marking on it. Not sure who made that. All right. Next. Oh, okay. This is a glass angel, but all the parts seem to be here, but she's going to need to be put back together. So let me show you the parts that I have and what happened to this poor angel. All right, here we go. Now her hands are intact, but she's missing her head, which I think this is her head. We've got the halo on top. So yeah, her head needs to be reattached. And I do have both wings. So here are the wings. They're very pretty wings. But they are going to need to be reattached back here. I'll show you what one looks like. Now, how her arms stayed attached when she lost her head and her wings, I don't know. But yeah, there you go. So I have the head. I have the head. I have the wings. I have the body. They just need to be reattached. And Lori is going to take her. And thank you, Lori. Okay, I want to make sure she's protected down there. And Tammy, thank you. Now, Tammy, did you want we'll just call that the brown or the sunflower? Let me know if you would like the brown. That one you get two, one unbroken and one that's broken in 2 spots. And this one is just the one tile. So let me know your preference on that. The brown one. All right, Tammy, thank you. So then I will get Tammy for the tile and Lori for the angel. Going once, going twice, and sold to Lori and Tammy. Thank you. All right. Next for $1, I have this cute little miniature blue ceramic cup. It has a chip in it. So not for drinking, but other crafting purposes, yes. You could use this cup for something else. But it does have that chip. And I can't quite tell if there is an extended crack down there or if it's just the chip. I don't see a line. Or do I see a line? It's so hard to tell. Can I feel a line? Okay, I think I can feel a line. So yeah, so I would say put a succulent in it, but I do think there is a line down here. So again, maybe something a mosaic or tile person, jewelry maker could use parts for, but that one, $1. Put you there. Okay. Next for $1, I have a crystal vase. Now it has a chip out the top. Right there. It's got a chip. And I'll show you the design. It has one of those cute little pinwheels. And then here is the base. So yeah, unfortunately, it's got the chip on the top. And it's a pretty good one right there. So $1. Again, that just helps to cover the cost of, the bubble wrap to use it, to get it to you so nothing else breaks on it. Okay, let's see. Oh, all right. This one is so cute. I'm so sad that it has damage to it, because look at this cute little trinket box. It has the little carousel horse. It has a little bear on top. Unfortunately, the horse's legs have broken off. Unfortunately, but the rest of the trinket box is actually in pretty good condition. I don't think it has a maker on it. Oh, and it did play music, but it no longer does. And I don't know if you could probably get a battery for that. I don't think I've ever looked to see what kind of batteries those take. But yes, you've got the pretty horse and the cute little bear on top. And unfortunately, yeah, I know, it's a shame. That was a really cute one. Oh, Doreen, yes, I am selling. I'm going to say try refreshing. Maybe that will help. All right. Okay. Next, this is really cute. It's a little bird planter, but it doesn't have any insides. So the little plants don't have like foam or something to attach to on the inside. So that's all it needs. It needs just a little bit of something down there. Oops, don't run away on me. But I've got this plant, this little succulent, this succulent, and like these two little flowers. Oh, yay, Doreen. I'm glad that worked. So you're going to get the cute little planter and the 4 little parts. And again, this one has a little bird on it, but it just needs, foam or something like the florist foam or something to put them in. And thank you, Sherry. Oh, hi, Patty. And hi, Sherry. So Patty is in for 2. But yeah, you're going to get the 2 bigger plants and then the 2 smaller ones and the cute little planter. And we'll see if Sherry would like to go to 3. And I'll hold it back here. It's pretty close to the size I had this morning, those same little planters. And this is some kind of a composite material. And a thank you, Patty. And I will count that down for Sherry. Going once, going twice. And sold to Sherry. Thank you. And for those of you just popping in, hello. I have this kind of formatted like I have the morning sales formatted, where I've got everything kind of by price point. And that's just kind of how my brain was working when I set this up. So I went, you know what? We're just going to set this up like a morning sale. Okay, next one for a $1 start. I have got a little itch on the back of my ear that's just going to drive me crazy tonight. Oh, this one. All right, this is a beautiful little scroll flower, but you can see we're missing a flower petal or two on that side. And it says, "Friends are flowers in the garden of life." And on the back here, this is 1987 UNESCO, made in Taiwan. And I thought, you know, somebody who works with, again, like you work with the clay, you could build a flower petal or two to attach there, or a crafty person could attach something else right there. But that one, just $1. And I will do a recap at the end. So you'll get another chance. Let some of these ideas think around in your brain for a while. Okay, next, this is a little bunny. It is by Bethany Lowe. Now, it looks like there was a little damage at the base. And Bonnie's going to take that. Thank you, Bonnie. And thank you, Bonnie. I've got you for that one. And I'm going to mark it. Sold to Bonnie. Thank you. So the bunny looks like there may have been a little damage on the bottom, or maybe just a crack on the bottom, but it's the ear. The ear, unfortunately, is like he's a chocolate bunny and somebody decided to start eating him with the ear. But yeah, so he's got a little owie on his ear. Now, if you're doing a little assemblage maybe for Easter and you turn him this way, you can't see that his ear is broken. Oh, but there you go. The little bunny with the broken ear. And that's by Bethany Lowe. I don't know who Bethany Lowe is, but I think she does good work. I know you always start with the ear, don't you? Always. Okay, next is a pelican. Now he's got damage to his front foot right here. Oh, Bonnie's going to take the bunny. All right. Thank you, Bonnie. I've got you for the bunny. And we'll mark that sold to Bonnie. Thank you. Now, this is like one of those sandy cast kinds where they do chip pretty easily. He's missing his part of his front foot, but the rest of the pelican in semi-decent condition. Again, a little wear from the dings. It does say made in USA on the bottom. So $1 for the little pelican. And when he's like this, you don't really see the missing foot. It's not till you turn him that you see the foot. And Linda, hi, Linda. Linda is in for the pelican. Thank you. Going once, going twice. And sold to Linda. Thank you. And hi, Holy Cowgirl. Oh, okay. Now, this one could be one of the steal deals of the night. This is a big but little crystal candle holder. You know, when you see these edges on it, that, yeah, there's some breakage. There's some breakage on the little sawtooth edge there. Not a lot, but there is a little, like right there, a little more noticeable. But it's a beautiful crystal candle holder. Looks like a little bit there. Oh, Terry, all right, thank you. I know it takes me a little bit to remember everybody's name, but that has a nice ring to it and a really pretty pattern. I'll show you the rest of the pattern. So the only thing with it are those couple of sawtooth edges that are broken off. And that one, just $1 for the crystal candle holder. And again, got that beautiful ring. All right, we'll let you think about that one because I will bring that back at the end of the sale. Give it one more look. And don't forget, I do a video every day also, and I recap the sale. So if you ever miss one of my sales, look for the video because I will re-show everything that's still available and you can shop it like a drop sale. All right. We are going to go up to $2 now. $2 starts. And up first is a stone hippo. Now, part of his tail broke off, but he is a really cute little hippo. And he is green. He just has, I can't imagine though, hippos don't really have long tails. So I can't imagine how long his tail was. It probably wasn't very long to begin with. Really neat design on him, and he is carved out of stone. These usually come from Kenya. They do really nice work. So $2 for the hippo. And there's his little tail. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jan. That's right. Just stick a little flower back there. That would totally work. All right. Next, you're going to get a pair. One has a repair on the pair. The other one does not. Now, what these used to hold, I don't know. Maybe they were little vases, you know, like place setting vases. I have no idea what these were. They're not marked as to who made them. On the back, you can see the repair right there. It's a good repair. It's a really nice repair. On this side, you can just barely see it. So $2 and you get both of them. One with the repair and one without a repair. So $2 for both of them. And they are cute little vases, little Q-tip holders. All right. Next for $2 is a clock. And this is by Ainsley. Now, the reason it's in the sale is because when I got it, I opened up the back, I put a new battery in, I brought it to a sale. It was working fine. Brought it to a sale. Let it sit for a little bit. And then the battery died. And I don't know if it was my battery maybe not being as fresh as it could have been, or if it's the clock. And maybe the reason why I have it and someone else doesn't have it anymore is because maybe it's a little hard on batteries. So this is Ainsley. It is the Georgian fruit. It's bone china, made in England. So I have a feeling it just is a little hard on the batteries, and you just need to replace it maybe a little more frequently. Let me show you. The back pops off really easily and the battery goes right there. So it actually is pretty easy to get into the back and change the battery. But just want you to know, it could be a little hard. It could just be that maybe I didn't have the freshest battery to begin with. So if you want to look up Ainsley Georgian fruit clock, that is a steal of a deal also for that piece. Okay, next. Oh, Gatita is in. Thank you. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Gatita. Thank you. Okay, next for $2, I have a single White Rabbit shaker. Now he has a repair on his ear. He does have his plug, and he was a shaker. I don't have the other one. I just have the single bunny shaker. And he is $2. All right, next is a Precious Moments. It is our first Christmas together. And, oh, Lori in for the rabbit. Thank you, Lori. Going once, going twice. And sold to Lori. Thank you. Linda, yes, I do have cups and saucers tonight. Yes, I do. Our first Christmas together, this one's going to need a little glue to glue it back together. I think that the glue just failed. It's been a long time since these things were glued. And unfortunately, yeah, the glue just kind of failed on this. So here's the base. But you can see she doesn't have a head. He's supposed to be in that little spot. I have all the pieces. He's right here. He just needs to be glued back in. Glued back into his little spot. Oh, I think he goes this way. And then I have her head. It goes on right there. And then there's another little disc down here. Oh, the top to the package that she's holding. Right there. So it needs 3 little spots of glue to get it. Which way did this go? This way? To get it back together. It didn't go that way. Oops. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay, well, I'll have to work on getting that back in there. But anyway, our first Christmas together, and it just needs a little TLC, 3 little spots of glue to get it back together. And I will, how did I have that in there? Oh my gosh. Okay, something like that. There we go. So that's how it's supposed to look. He just needs to be glued back in, her head, and then, oh, I see the box top goes down there. So that was $2 for the precious moments. Okay, next, this is a trinket box from Czechoslovakia. It is beautiful. Here is the Czechoslovakia mark. Now, oops, but the pieces are there. Both pieces are right here, but it did have an owie. Yeah, it did have an owie, but you can repair it. They do fit right back in here. Let's see, that goes like that. And that one goes like that. Yeah, something like that. But they're right there. You can repair that and have this absolutely beautiful trinket box. Hi, DC. Yeah, isn't that a stunner? And worth the repair on that one to get that one, that beautiful box. And I will get DC for that one. Going once, going twice, and sold to DC. Thank you. All right, next for $2 is this beautiful mercury glass ornament dog. He is all sugared, but he's got a hole right there where his one little foot was. He's got a hole. He does still have his original tag on. And, oh, I forgot to look and see if it says where he was made. No. It does not say on the top where he was made, but a beautiful dog mercury glass ornament. He just has the little hole in his foot. And he is $2. Right? You could put a dog bone there. Absolutely. Okay, there's that. All right. Believe it or not, I have a couple of plush. So I noticed as I was going through plush, I probably have more that have scratches, but these two I just pulled because they have some scratches on their eyes. So they're going to be $2. This one does not have a tag. And I don't remember which penguin he is, but he is a Thai Beanie Boo. And he's a little penguin, but he's got a couple of scratches on his eyes. So he is $2. And then I have a tiger. Now he also has a couple of scratches on his eyes. And this tiger is Stripes. So Stripes, the Beanie Boo tiger. And he is also $2. All right, now this is I don't know what this is. If it's a scoop, if it's some kind of a spoon rest, I'm not sure what it is. It has 3 little feet that it sits on and a handle. Now the handle is broken, but I do have the piece to repair it. It's going to go right there. So when you're done, you have this really cool little dish. Lovely pink roses on it, cute little spiky feet. And that just needs a little handle repair right there. So that one is also $2. And oh, I have DC in. I have Mary Jane in, but I have DC first. And Mary Jane, let me know if you would like to go to 3. And oh, okay. So DC is out and Mary Jane is out. All right. So if anyone is interested in this piece, again, the handle needs to be glued back on. So that one still available. Okay, next I have a service bell. All right, Mary Jane, you will take that. All right. Thank you, Mary Jane. And I will mark that sold to Mary Jane. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Mary Jane. Okay, a service bell that sometimes works. Sometimes it doesn't work all that great. I do believe it needs to be refixed with this part down here to get it to work 100%. But right now, it sort of works pretty close. It's got a little bit of wear on the bottom. This is a metal piece on the bottom with the red as enamel. So $2 for the service bell. That mostly works, but it could use re-screwing on. Bonnie is going to take the dog. Thank you, Bonnie. Let me put him in the safe spot, and I will get Bonnie for the dog. Thank you. And anything I pass on, if you want to do that, claim anything that has sold or that hasn't sold, just put it in the chat just like that, and I will get your name on it. Okay, this is a really, $2 start. Sorry, let me get that back in there. Okay, $2 start. This one, a really pretty trinket box. It's a good size trinket box, but for some reason, the red in particular, or the pink in particular, is coming off. The paint is coming off. So here's the inside. It's in nice condition. It's just that the paint is coming off. So that one, $2, no mark on the bottom. All right, next for $2, a teacup and saucer. I'll say that loud just in case Linda is somewhere else. All right, so this teacup and saucer, actually no chips or cracks, but it does have like tea stains on it. So right there, you can see it's a dark discoloration. And on the inside, it's going to be hard to see, but there is a discoloration mark right there that corresponds right out here. This is by Royal Stafford, and it is Roses to Remember. So that is what's wrong with that one. It's a beautiful pattern. And here are the roses. I love the gray leaves on this. Love the gray leaves. And we've got Mary Jane in for 2. She is the first one in. This one, I think that's just, I think that'll come off. I think that's just a little mark. But it's that bottom. Yeah, there's a bottom inside and then this right there. So a little discoloration, but thank you, Linda. If you're going to use it maybe for something else or give it a little TLC. But yeah, it's a gorgeous set. And I am going to get Mary Jane for that. I'm going once, I'm going twice. And sold to Mary Jane. Thank you. Now, oh, Doreen came in also, but Doreen, I believe, yeah, Doreen did come in before the sold. On my end, it's before the sold. I know it doesn't always show correct here, but on my end, it is before the sold. And Doreen, you might be lagging just ever so slightly. But if for some reason on your end, you're looking at YouTube, if Doreen did not come in before the sold, let me know. Otherwise, on my end, she did come in before the sold. So I do have Doreen at 3 for the cup and saucer. But again, if she didn't beat the sold, let me know. On yours, she's after. Okay. Can anyone else confirm that? We've got a lot of people in the chat. Can someone look? Okay. On your end, she did not. Okay, so it's after. Okay. So we're going with after. Apologies to Doreen. You were after the sold. So we're keeping Mary Jane. All right. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Lemmy. And hi, Johnny. Okay. So next item for $2. Oh, and that is not the only teacup and saucer that I have tonight. This is one of those pretty leaf plates. It is the violets, hand painted on, but there's a chip right here. Right there, there's a chip. But that is hand painted on the back. It is marked Berkshire Fine China, made in Japan. So here is the whole plate. It's shaped like a little leaf. And then right here, there's a chip. So that one is just $2. You could. You could put a little bee there. All right. For the wood lovers. Yep, I've got a little something for the wood lovers. I have a box. It looks like it has the letter V in it. There is a little chip on the letter V, and there's no bottom here for this to clasp onto. So there's no bottom hardware. But here's the inside. It does have some nice hinges on it. So wood box, and that's $2. And hi, Donna. But there's no bottom hardware. And there's a little chip in the V right there. So $2 for the wood box. All right, another wood box. Now this one's got some damage to it. It has this beautiful metal plate on the front. It has a gatita for this box. I think I've got gatita for that one. And thank you, gatita. I will mark that sold. So this has a metal plate right here. And, oh, Linda, was that for the previous box or for this box? So this is I think this is a faux mosaic, like it's just a piece of paper or something over it. The damage on this box, though, is kind of underneath. So one of the feet, oh, this box. Okay, thank you, Linda. So one of the feet is missing right here. It has this like ivory edging to it, which is missing right here. So it did take a bit of a tumble, but it is on the bottom and kind of towards the back. Here's the inside of the box. So again, the part that's damaged is in the back corner here. So the front and this side has the damage. But yeah, isn't it a cool box? It's really neat. And thank you, Linda. I will get you for the box. And going once, going twice. And sold to Linda. Thank you. Okay. Oh, all right. That was the last of the $2 items. Oops, let's move that. Here, put that there. All right. We are going to $3 items. And up first for $3 is this absolutely adorable little whale on a little cube. Now, back here on his tail and a little bit just on that tip, he does have some damage, but he is a really cute little whale. He has like a little smiley face, little pinched in eyes. He is a really happy little whale. So he is $3. He is really cute. Okay. Oh, what's next? Here's next. Okay. This one, I have some more glass angels, but I don't have the parts. All right. So what happened with these? Two of them are missing their halos. So they are glass angels. And I'm going to take out this one. Oh, maybe. There. So here's the glass angel. It's like a spun glass base, but missing her halo. So that's one. The second one looks just like it. And oh, I think, oh, okay. This one is missing her little candle also. So see, two of them have the little candles, and she's also missing her candle. This one is missing her halo, but she has the candle. And then this one has the halo, her wings, and something that looks like a little candle. So two are missing their halos, and this one, whatever she was holding, she's missing. So you get all three, $3. There. Keep them kind of in the protective plastic there. So all three, $3. Their wings are attached. Their heads are attached. All right. Next, this is a really cool, I don't know if it's a cup for drinking or if it's a vase or what it is, but I do believe it goes like this. And I do think it is either an artisan piece. It does have a signature on the bottom. It has this really cool, like crazing on purpose. Right here, you can see the flaw. There's two little chunks out of here. On the inside, there's like a little splash of glaze, and I think a little splash of Joe's hair. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to drink out of this like a cup or if you could use it as a vase. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe since it's signed on the bottom that it goes like this. To me, it kind of has a Japanese kind of feel to it. It's really neat, but it does have the two chips right there. And I like that little splash of color on the inside. So there you go, $3, very interesting piece. Okay, next is a wooden zebra. Wooden zebra. He had a leg break off. So here's the zebra. His front leg broke off, but I do have it here. So you can repair that, glue that back on, and then you've got a really cool wooden zebra. But yeah, I have the foot to repair him. And he is carved out of wood. And he's $3. Thank you, Lori. And yeah, once that gets repaired, you probably wouldn't even notice that it was missing. And I will get Lori for the zebra. Going once, going twice. And sold to Lori. Thank you. All All right, next for $3 is this really cute little blue bonnet girl. She has little flowers in the front. Here's what broke: the handle to her basket. Now that just needs to be re-glued on. Does it go that way or does it go that way? Oh, I think it goes this way. There. So her handle just needs to be re-glued back on. But her flowers are intact. She's sitting on like a little bench. No marking on the bottom. So cute little blue bonnet girl. And she is $3 and just needs the little a bucket handle repaired. Okay, I did not have a chance to look this up to see what on earth this is. Hi, Erin. It is from House of Lloyd. It's written right on the back there. House of Lloyd. There is a chip right here. But yeah, I'm not sure what this is part of. No idea. So $3, little chip right there. But that is by House of Lloyd. And there you go. So if anybody wants to Google that and see what she is part of, what she's supposed to be, I did not have a chance to look her up, but I feel like I need more information from her, right? I feel like I'm missing part of the story with her. All right, another teacup and saucer. I believe she is a composite. I don't think she's ceramic because she would have like a hole or something in there. So I do think she is a composite. But yeah, I'll hold her up again. But if somebody wants to do a Google image search and let us know what the rest of her story is. All right, this is lovely teacup and saucer with chrysanthemums. Perfect for fall. Unfortunately, this one does have a crack that runs right down here. And it is on the inside also. But for some other type of crafting or displaying purposes, like this would be lovely just out for a fall display, showing off the chrysanthemums. This is Clarence bone china made in England. But yeah, perfect for fall with the beautiful chrysanthemums. Just not for drinking because it does have the crack in it right there. But a great piece to display for fall. So $3 for that. All right. Oh, it's part of a nativity set. Okay, I did not see that coming. Did not see that coming at all. I wonder which part of the nativity she is. Interesting. Thank you, Lori. That was very surprising. Okay, I have a couple of cherished teddies. The first one is, oh, you'll take her? Excellent. Thank you, Lori. And I will mark her sold to Lori. Thank you. And I hope you can find the rest of the nativity. So up first is Ryan. Cherished teddy from 1996. I'm green with envy for you. And so here he is. I'm green with envy for you. Hi, Poppy. Now, what's broken on him or chipped or something? He's supposed to have a little something right here. And I don't know what, but there's a little spot right there for something and it's missing. So he would be really cute for a St. Patrick's display. I wonder if he's supposed to have something back here too. Maybe a little something back there too. So this and this, little chips. And he is $3 cherished teddies. And that one is Ryan. So cute St. Patrick's display. All right. And then the other cherished teddy I have, he was $22.50. $22.50. This is Brett. Come to Neverland with me. Hi, Steph. I was lurking. I was trying to stay focused on working last night, but I was lurking a bit with Steph and the gals last night. That was a fun sale. So what's missing on him? The fairy wings on the back here. So the little fairy wings on the back are missing. And Gatita, is it for this guy? Or is it for, I'll just say, is it for Brett? Is it for Ryan? Is it Brett? Is it Ryan? Sorry. Brett. So Gatita for Brett. Going once, going twice. And sold to Gatita. Thank you. No, there's items that are still available. Yes, not everything is selling. Okay, next I have a grouping of wood people. They have fallen apart a bit. And I don't think I have all of the body parts. I hate to say that, but I think I'm missing a couple of body parts. But let me show you what I have. So I have this fella and his umbrella, and he's missing an arm. I have this lady. She's missing a foot. And she has, or maybe it's a fella, he's got a really long pipe. And we're missing an arm and a foot. And he, I think, is missing a hat also. Let's see. Then I have her. Look at that big curl in the front. Now she's missing both of her arms. And then this fella is like completely falling apart. No head, no leg. I know it's looking bad for him. But I do have his head. It's right here. And it kind of can go back there a bit. There. So we have his head. I have his leg because it's white. So I can match that up. But I have one arm. And I have one foot, I think. But I'm missing a couple of arms. I have a hat, which I think is the one fella's hat. And then I have two bases. And on the base is an upside down bug of some kind. So you got me, but I think I'm missing a couple of arms. They are still really cool. And thank you, Lori. Oh. Hear that we're missing some body parts? Oh, thank you, Lori. Yeah, they are really neat. Going once, going twice. And sold to Lori. Thank you. Oh, okay. This is really neat. I'll show you the back. The Hamilton Collection presents Protection of the Peace Pipe by Steve Curley from the Mystical Shields of the Talisman Sculpture Collection, 1997. Now, this is really nice. I think it should have a strap across the back, but it doesn't. Now, what happened is right down here, these two feathers really got it bad, right like that. But the rest of this is in great condition. So $3, you get the eagle head at the top. You get the peace pipes or peace pipe. So this great piece. Now you could always put a command strip on the back and hang it up. So $3 for that lovely piece. All right, next. Oh, okay. This is a Wedgwood Jasperware. I know it's really hard to see. It does say Wedgwood, England, and it is a Jasperware egg, but it has some discoloration. Now, I did take a brush. These are actually pretty hardy. I did take a brush. I tried scrubbing just to see if I could get it out. And unfortunately, I do think that the porousness of the bisque did absorb whatever the yellow was. So this is in really nice condition other than the yellowing on it. It's a beautiful egg. And this is one of those things, thank you, DC, that you go, okay, get the egg. If you collect Jasperware or you collect eggs or something, and use this as a placeholder for until the day that you can find one at a good price that maybe doesn't have the yellowing on it, and replace it. But these types of items with the slight flaws, you can add to your collections and still enjoy the pieces while you continue the hunt. Going once, going twice, and sold to DC. Thank you. Okay. Oh, this piece. So this is a fabulous Japan orange luster, very Art Deco muffineer that unfortunately has a little piece missing on it. Here's the bottom. It is hand painted, made in Japan. This is like a fabulous 1930s piece from Japan. It's got this cool like sponge glaze on it, and then this really neat design. But yeah, I love these kind of Art Deco pieces from Japan. And this is a really cool one. So a muffineer is one of these tall things that they would have kept like powdered sugar in and then sprinkled it on, but it's part of a set. There's two pieces that kind of go together as part of that set. But yeah, technically that's the word for it, is a muffineer. It has nothing to do with muffins, but it has everything to do with like sprinkling powdered sugar on everything. It is really neat. One thing you can do with these also is if you have like the really long hat pins, these are great for displaying them because they're tall enough that you can stick the, the metal part in and still have the top of the hat pin come out. So yeah, these work a little better sometimes than the smaller ones for the littler hat pins, the more the hairpin type. But these work really cool for that. So yep, that one is $3, but it does have the little chunk missing, unfortunately. Okay, next is a carousel horse. Now, unfortunately, it is a music box that has been wound too tight. Now, you can take these apart and usually hit the little button and get it to start playing again, get it to go like through the whole cycle. Then, you can put everything back and it'll work again. Just have not had the time to jump in there and take that off. But it is possible to do. It plays east side, west side, and it is a really nice ceramic white carousel horse. It does have a few surface scratches, which a furniture marker a lot of times can take out. And hi, Sarah Lee. But yeah, it's just been turned one too many times. So that one, $3 for the carousel horse. Okay, and I think that is going to take us, all right, up to $4. So we now have a $4 start for the items. And Boo-Boo, you're back. Yay. Nice to see you, Boo-Boo. I hope you had a great time in Colorado. Nice to have you back. Karen let us know that she got to meet up with you. That was awesome. Okay, up first, I have this beautiful vase. Now, again, everything has a flaw. Everything has a flaw to it. So there's a little wear on the gold, but this little part right here has been repaired. Right there, you can see it, a little repair. Here's the mark on the bottom. And I'll show you the flowers. There's one side, and here's the other side. Hi, Lenore. So a little wear and a little repair right there for the vase. And that one is for, thank you, DC. And I will count that down for DC. Going once, going twice, and sold to DC. Thank you. All right, I love this piece, but it has some wear on the finish of the pottery. So it is a pottery piece. You have this like lone rider on his horse. It's signed Vega. And it's signed on the other side, but there's a little wear and there's a little more wear on the vase. And I'll hold it back here. So that one is $4 for the vase. And Terry, how'd I do? Terry is in. Thank you, Terry. Going once, going twice, and sold to Terry. Thank you. Okay, next I have a cat squeaker toy, but it does not have the little squeaker insert. So when you squeeze him, he doesn't make a sound. But he still is a fabulous vintage squeaker toy, cute little cat, but he doesn't make a sound when you squeeze him because he doesn't have the little metal piece in there. And I don't know if he actually says, no, he doesn't, that doesn't say anything. So no maker or anything on him. He's just a super cute little cat squeaker toy who just doesn't squeak. But he's not hard. He still is very squishy, which I know a lot of times these get really hard and you can't squeeze them anymore. And thank you, Lori. Oh, Boo-Boo came in also. Boo-Boo is at 5. And thank you, Lori. Hi, Sherry. So I will get Boo-Boo going once, going twice, and sold to Boo-Boo. Thank you. Okay, $4 start. And I'll show you the back on this one. So this was made by Homer Laughlin. That is the maker of the piece. And it was made for Lifetime China Company. And they put the jade rose pattern on here. So this is a Homer Laughlin made, but decorated by Lifetime China Company. This is the jade rose. Now, the only really flaw with this piece is that the gold edging around it has faded, and in some sections it's faded fairly noticeably. But I went ahead and put this piece in the chipped and cracked sale just because it does have fading around that gold edge. But yeah, this rose is beautiful, but there's no chips, no cracks or anything, just fading in the gold. So that's $4, and it is a bowl. All right, hang on one sec. I need to make some room here. Where can I put you? I can put you there. Okay, there we go. All right, next up is an eagle sun catcher. So this is a really pretty eagle sun catcher. Now it looks like the black edging that's all around this piece is missing right here. There's a little section missing. And, oh, where did it go? Oh, right here. There's a little red missing right there. So that's why this is in this this sale. But it's a beautiful sun catcher. And thank you, DC. Oops, I am typing nowhere. Let me try that again. All right, going once, going twice. And sold to DC Designs. Thank you. Okay, next piece is a Laurel Birch plate. It has these fabulous animals. Oh, and sorry if you don't like snakes. Sorry. Look away if you don't like snakes. Where is it? Where is it? There is a chip right here on the end. There is the chip right there on the end. On the back, it does say Laurel Birch. It's from 1998. And it's got that tiny chip. And that is $4 for the plate. And did I miss Vuvu's birthday? Happy birthday, Vuvu. All right, next I have a hand-painted plate. This is a gorgeous hand-painted plate. Why is it in the sale? Well, because I think it has a stress crack. This is from Austria. And you can see these lines in the back right here. So I do think it has a stress crack. I don't really see, except maybe one. I'm not sure if that's a line or if that's part of the paint. Let me see. Nope, that is, I'm looking at my finger through it. Yeah, that is one of the cracks right there. So I think it has a stress crack. Now, this is something that would be nice to display on a plate stand, but don't put a plate hanger on it to hang on the wall. That might be too much stress for it and might cause it to crack. So I think it has a stress crack on it, but beautiful hand-painted plate. And that is just $4. Just $4. I think, oh yeah, you can see one right there. You can see the line there. But again, something beautiful to display on a plate stand. But yeah, just don't put the spring-loaded plate hanger on it. Okay, that was that one. Next is, I think, this one. Okay. Another teacup and saucer. Oops. Here. This one from England. Parkley, made in England. Blue flowers this time. Blue flowers. Oh, what is the flaw on this one? I do believe there's a rough edge right here. And I'm not sure if that is a chip or not, or if it's just a flaw. But right there, there is a rough edge. So a nice piece to display. If you're a right-handed drinker, you'll have no problems. But if you're a left-handed drinker, you might run into that little bit of a rough spot right there. So $4. And that does look like a hand-painted cup and saucer. And thank you, Mary Jane. And I will count that down. Going once, going twice, and sold to Mary Jane. Thank you. Okay. I have a Yadro. Oh, Steph. Okay. Steph is going to take, I'll let you think about the Yadro for a second. Steph is going to take the Stone Hippo. Yay. The Service Bell. The V-Box did sell. So sorry, Steph, that one did sell. And the Glass Whale. Yay. Thank you, Steph. And here, just for our records, I'm going to put sold. And let me grab all of those off here so I don't try to sell them again. There we go. Okay. let's see, Yadro. Okay, the Yadro piece needs a repair. So this is a girl. Here is the Yadro mark. And here is her head. Now she does need to be glued back on. This is not the, well, I'll say there's part that is missing. You can see a little sliver is missing. So when you do the repair, she's not going to be 100% complete. So just so you know, but you can see right there, there's where the repair is going to be. Get that back on there, but she is going to have a little sliver missing. But you can have a Yadro in any condition. They're not easy to come by. So there you go. That is a real life Yadro. And Steph is in. And yeah, just put her head back on. And it looks like maybe she's part of a set. She might be kissing someone, but she's really cute. And I will get Steph for the Yadro. Going once, going twice. And sold to Steph. Thank you. There. Okay, next for $4. Now, I just had this in a sale, but I thought, you know what? Chipped, cracked. I'm going to bring it back. So this is a trailer planter. It has a chip right here. It's such a cute little trailer, though. It had a succulent in it. I can tell you that much. So $4. Here it is. It's not huge, but it's so cute. Now, if you're a really crafty person, you could paint that. But it does have the little chip right there. So $4 for the planter. And oh, Boo Boo is in. Thank you, Boo Boo. Going once, going twice. And sold to Boo Boo. Thank you. Okay, next piece for $4. I actually haven't tested the battery in this one yet. It is a beautiful ceramic clock. It is made in Japan. But the black trim, it's coming off. All of this gold is exposed. So it's kind of one of those, you could take the rest of the black off and just have it gold, or you could put the rest of the black on and repair the black, whichever works for you. It's a beautiful ceramic clock. Hi, Becky. And that is $4. Thank you, Mary Jane. And I will count that down. Going once, going twice, and sold to Mary Jane. Thank you. All right. And this one does not look that great. I have not had a chance to soak it. It has a lot of cloudiness and like calcium built up in it. It is a beautiful amber glass vase. It has a nice ribbing optic. It does have a couple of bubbles in it right on the back there. Here is the top. It is about 11, maybe 11 and a quarter inches. So it's a beautiful amber glass vase, but I have not soaked it in either like denture tabs or vinegar or anything to try to get some of that cloudiness out. But for $4, you can have this beautiful amber vase and do the soaking on it. Now, if I end up taking the time to do some of that and it comes out looking nicer, it won't be $4 anymore. Just an FYI. So fall, perfect time to have your amber glass out. So think about that one. That's a really good price. Okay, next, more teacups and saucers. This I have some multiples of, but let me show you one of them. Now, this is unmarked. There's no marking on this one. Made in Japan? Probably. Don't know 100%. It's a beautiful set. I will tell you that the flaw in it, although this one doesn't have too much of it, there's some fading. And I'll show you a spot right there. There's some fading in this one. Oh, some fading right there too. Now I have 4 of these sets available. As far as I could tell on the teacups, there is no fading. It's a beautiful mint green with an opalescent kind of shine to it and the beautiful gold flowers, great handle. Here's the inside. It has those beautiful cutouts. And again, it's mostly on the saucers where there's the fading. So let me show you. So we have some fading right there. Some fading over here. Little fading. So that's why these are $4. They are awesome. They're still beautiful. Okay, this one probably has the most fading right there. Although that could be factory fading. Little bit there. Let me show you the others. That one, a little bit of fading there. And then this one, little bit right there, and I think right there. So not bad at all. So I do see Doreen in. And Doreen, let me know how many of these you're interested in. I have 4 sets available. And then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, that will come on. 1 set. All right, 1 set for Doreen. Now, if anyone else is interested in a set, let me know. Okay, that one, that's a good one. All right. So there is 1 set for Doreen. Thank you, Doreen. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So yeah, so if anyone else is interested, let me know. I've got one set aside for Doreen. And I do have 3 sets remaining, but I actually have 5 saucers. So this one saucer that has the white right here. And so Mary Jane also for a set. Let me find, I think that is, see, that one and that one. Okay. So Mary Jane, I've got you for that one, which just has that one little spot and that spot right there. And Doreen, yours looks about the same as that one. I did pull the 2 that look like they have the least amount of fading on them. So let me get Doreen and Mary Jane. All right. So I will mark those sold. And if anyone else is interested, I still have 2 sets remaining. Now, the one that has the white right here, this is actually an extra. I have 1 extra saucer. That one is going to be just $1. $1 if you would like just the saucer. There. So, yeah. If you're interested in the saucer, just let me know. Just put a 1 or just put saucer in the chat. Oh, okay. How much of a mess did I make over here? All right. Oops. I did not have a lot of room, so I kind of had to improvise. And I was even thinking, am I going to have to get up in the middle of the sale, or can I reach everything? I think I can reach just about everything. Okay. That, ooh. Okay. Pretty close. All right, let's see what we've got next. Okay, next we're going up to $5. $5 start. And I have a beautiful glass ornament. However, yep, the hook is broken on the glass ornament. It is a beautiful blue glass, and it has that kind of carnival oil slick on it. It's a beautiful piece, but yep, the little hook right there is broken off. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get like a little cup, turn it that way, display it, and enjoy it. There's a lot of ways you can use this besides just hanging on a tree. So yeah, you can think about at Christmas even putting it in another little vessel. What else did I have? Oh, this. There you go. Beautiful way to display these. Hi, Geneva. Thank you. So yeah, if you have any of those little containers around, that's a great way to use them. And I'm going to set this down gently. There. And I will get Geneva for that one. Going once, going twice, and sold to Geneva. Thank you. And hi, Diamond. Okay. Next up, you're going to get a pair of drinking glasses. Now, believe it or not, the drinking glasses are in, the glass is in perfect condition. There's no flea bites, no chips, no nothing. These are pristine, but the paint on them is fading. Now, these are probably closer to probably between 100 and 120 years old, I would think. There's gold here, but it is hard to see. There's a gold band around like the middle here. Then I can see, and it is hard to tell, there's gold paint right here. And there's another little bit. Yeah, there's other little bits of gold, but it is really hard to see. There's like another part of a design. I don't think these went through a dishwasher at all. I just think that they've just faded, and because of people like doing that, just over time, they faded. It's still there. It's still there. It's just hard to see. And it's beautifully hand painted. They're amazing. But yeah, they are in absolutely pristine condition for the glass itself. They're in wonderful condition. But yeah, these hand painted glasses were really popular, like the turn of the century up through like the 1920s and stuff. They were very, very popular. And a thank you, DC. So I do have Patty at 6. I don't know. My neighbor's dog is barking and the cats are running. So I don't know what's going on outside. Oh, so I will get Patty for the glasses. Thank you. Okay, don't move. Going once, going twice, and sold to Patty. Thank you. And thank you, DC. Okay, next up is this fun little cat. Now there is a break at his tail. He's got little bird houses and he's got a flag. And he is Willie Ray Studio Patriotic Pal from 2006. So he is a fabulous cat. And he's got 2 little birds there, 2 bird houses, and the flag. So he is the Patriotic Pal. And he is $5. No, I don't know where he is. I gave them dinner as I was getting my dinner ready, and he took off. I don't know. He'd had an exhausting day. How long have I lived at my condo? I have been here 10 years. I moved in May of 2015. So, yep, 10 years I've been here. All right, so no takers for the cat. to there. And oh, you know, his day is pretty exhausting. You know, all that grooming, you know, up and down the stairs several times. All right, up next for $5. This is a tile. Isn't that a cool tile? That is a clock. I have the battery in it to show that it does work, but the second hand works, the minute hand works, but the hour hand does not work. So there's a repair with the hands that's going to need to take place, or something's going to need to happen with that in order to get the hour hand to work. This is from England. And it's a really cool tile clock. But yeah, the hands are going to need a repair because that hour hand is not working. But the minute hand and the second hand work. And the clock works. So there's that. So that is $5. All right, next for $5. This is by Yukago. Oops, upside down. Yukago, made in Japan, and it's one of those lovely little nappy dishes. So the reason it's in here is because I think when they were making this dish, there was a flaw, which is this piece right here. Now, it does have a little bit more of a fold to it, and on this side, you can see the line. So I think when they were making this, this part fell off, and they put it back, and they glazed over it and said, it's good enough. It has beautiful flowers on it. I don't know if those are hibiscus flowers or what type of flower they are. But yeah, it just has, where did it go? This piece right here that just looks like it was repaired in the factory. So that looks like a factory flaw and a repair. Not after it was glazed, but before it was glazed, because the glazing on it is perfect. So that's just $5. All right. That back there. Okay, next we're going to $6. And I have this pair of, I believe, lampshades. Now, each one, unfortunately, has a break in the metal. But aren't these cool? These are so neat. So right here, there's a break in the metal. I guess that would just need to be resoldered. I think that's the only one. So here's the top, here's the bottom. And then this one has that one break. Let me show you the other one. And I'll find the break on it and I'll get you a closer up view here. So somebody taped that back together, but there's a break right there. And I believe those are the only breaks in there. But let me show you this beautiful pattern. Now, this is very Art Nouveau, and I am sure it is from that time period also. So again, the 19 teens to the early 1920s or so, into the 1920s, with that fabulous Art Nouveau. So if you are decorating in that style, these would be awesome. Now, did they have like fabric or something on each panel? I don't know. I would imagine they had something on each of the panels so that when it attached to the light source. But yeah, they are really cool. Now, I would imagine you could do some type of a repair, maybe a better repair than that. But yeah, the design on these, oh, they're fabulous. So there you go. You get the pair, $6. That is a steal of a deal right there. Okay, next. Oh, this one. Okay. So this is a wood box. It has an elephant carved into it, a leaf, another leaf, a rhino, another leaf, and then the elephant again. The flaw on this one is right at the top. There is a chip out of the top. When the lid is on, it's just a very slight chip. And that is carved out of wood. And that's $6. And again, you get the elephant and the rhino. Okay, let's see. Next for $6. This is hand-painted Czechoslovakian glass. Now, it came with this stopper. You know darn well this stopper did not come with it, but it came with it. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Hand-painted Czechoslovakian glass. It does not have the top to it, and it is cloudy. I have not had a chance to clean this. So you get it as is. And let me find on the bottom, I think it's on the bottom, that it says Czechoslovakia somewhere. You got to get these in the light just right to see it. And now I can't find it. Oh, come on. All right. Is it not on the bottom? Well, it's not jumping out at me. I thought it was right on the bottom. I know. I need to call Denise's maid. Have her come over. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Hand painted. And that is $6. Now, oh, and there is a chip right at the top there. I think it's just that one. Yep, just on this one, there is a little chip at the top right there. So Patty, just in case, it comes with not the stopper. It comes with a stopper, but not the stopper. Yeah. So Patty, give me a thumbs up if you're still okay. Just in case you came in before I said that there was a chip right there. Just want to make sure you are okay with that. Is taking a break. It's a very long break. Very, very long break. All right. Thank you, Patty. Going once, going twice, and sold to Patty. Thank you. I'm going to put that over there. Okay. The maid union. They probably need one. Okay, next for $6, this fabulous floral ceramic piggy bank. The flaw is the nose. The nose is unfortunately chipped right there. But let me show you all of the great flowers that are on the little pig. He's decorated all the way around. Now he doesn't have a hole on the bottom. And he's marked, oh, Joe Vance. Joe Vance did this one. So if you put money in, you got to get it out the same way. Don't smash it, but get it out the same way. But his nose, yeah, needs a little repair on the nose. So $6 for the piggy bank. All right, next for $6, I have a clear glass turtle. Okay. The flaw on the turtle, right up front, right here, there is a chip. It's hard to see. It's just about as big as the tip of my finger, but it's right there. But it is a beautiful turtle. There's his feet. And his head. Thank you, Gatita. And then just that little bit right there. But it is hardly noticeable. Here's the inside. And I'm going to put him down right there. Okay. And going once, going twice, and sold to Gatita. Thank you. All right. Next, you're going to get 3 plates. Now, these I do think are hand-painted plates, but you will see the gold around the inner circle is quite faded. But I do believe this is hand-painted fruit on the plate. No marking on the back, but you can see that gold is a little faded. There's plate 1. Here's plate 2. And then here is plate 3. So a bit of fading on the gold, hand-painted fruit plates. No marking on the back. Beautiful colors for fall. And just a little fading on that gold. And there you go. And you get all 3 plates for $6. here. Oops. Trying to move some of the other pieces. Okay. Let's see. Next for $6. Okay. I have this very tall vintage silver tone metal candle holder. Here is the top. Does it need to be polished? If you like that kind of look, you can see it has a little dullness to it. This one does unscrew. It is in 3 sections. That's one section. This is another section right there. So it does unscrew. Great, very tall, vintage silver tone candle holder. And that is $6. Now I have another one. This one is contemporary and it does not come apart, I don't think. Oh, it does. It does come apart. Yep. The bottom comes apart and it looks like this top might come apart right there, but it's not budging. Little bit of wear on this one. Also very tall, felt bottom. And that one also $6. Okay. That means we're going up to $8. All right, for $8, this is an Otogiri or Otogiri Japan vase. It's got the beautiful calla lilies on it. There is a break right at the top there, and there is a crack that goes down, and I don't know how far it goes down. So something I would just put dried flowers, silk flowers in, but probably not flowers that require water. The calla lilies are beautiful. And they are just on the front. Here's the back. So Otogiri, Japan. Beautiful design. And that is $8. Okay, next for $8. This is a little jar. And it is by Lee and Scott DiCaprio. And if you look up, especially Lee DiCaprio, you will find a lot of work under her name. Now, unfortunately, this is a bit of a fragile piece, and there's a little bit that chipped off. Now, I do have those pieces. They are right in here. I have those, so you can do the repair and fix it. But yeah, if you do a little search for Lee DiCaprio, you will see a whole bunch of fabulous pottery that she did. So there's the design on the body. Here's the lid, and then the top says, "How glorious a greeting the sun gives the mountains." There you go. And it's got a cool little bead on top. So that is $8. And that is a really neat jar. Now, this in pristine condition, I'm not kidding, would probably be $35 to $40. Just an FYI. And that could even be an underestimate of the value of that piece if it was in pristine condition. Which, glue those two pieces back on and it's pretty close. Okay, next is a little wooden honey pot. So this is made out of a beautiful wood, and this is sanded so that it is like butter smooth. It is a fabulous piece of wood. Now, the flaw with this is the stick. Nothing to do with the honey pot. The honey pot is in fabulous condition. The honey stick has a break in it right down at the bottom. So just to let you know, there's a little break right there in the honey stick. But otherwise, this is in beautiful, pristine condition. And this is really, really cool wood. It's beautiful coloration in it. So that is $8. All right, next I have a perfume bottle, a pink glass perfume bottle. It has little enamel and rhinestone flowers, little butterflies. There's a little butterfly on top. This has a break right at the top of the bottle, right there. There's a break. A metal dauber, and that is $8 for the perfume bottle. All right, next for $8 is another teacup and saucer. This is the rose chintz pattern. It is by Johnson Brothers. You've got the roses all around. Here's the flaw. On the back side of the saucer, there is a chip. You can tell that's an old chip. And so here it is. A genuine hand engraving rose chintz made in England by Johnson Brothers. And that is $8. And the chip is, I'll show you right there. There's the back, there's the chip. All right, somebody talk in the chat so I know that you guys are still with me. Because as of right now, I feel like I'm talking to myself here. Next up, also for $8. Thank you. Is an elephant puzzle box. You can see a little hole right there. that is the flaw with the box, that little hole right there. So to get in, you lift this up. The top slides, and then you can get into the little inside chamber. It's not a big, complicated puzzle, but right there, it did break. And that's the little hole that you see, but it's not that noticeable. And then this goes right back there. Thank you, DC. And let me see. Let me put that over there. Going once, going twice. And sold to DC. Thank you. All right, next item for $8 is this beautiful root beer colored glass vase. Now, it does look like you can see this line that kind of runs through it. Let's see, where does it start? It starts about here, and there is a line that runs along right there, and then it ends. All right. I am not sure what that is. It's not a crack. It could be an internal crack. Now, one thing we do with glass to test it is to see if it rings or if it thuds. This one, it has a ring to it. Just like, see this one. That one does not have a good ring to it, but it does have a little bit of a ring to it. I don't have a lot of other, oh, does this have a ring? There. You can hear the ring. And so this one does have a ring to it. It doesn't have a thud, but you can't feel that line. You can't, where is it again? Let me find it. It is so hard to find. All right, let me do it this. There it is. It's like you can feel a bit. You can feel it a bit on the outside, but you can't feel it on the inside really. At least not that I can. So I'm not sure if it's a big straw mark or if it's some type of a chip or a crack. But cracks don't usually ring. Cracks thud. So I'm not sure. So $8 for this beautiful piece. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a lovely root beer color. So that one, $8. And then we're going to go up to $10. I've got just a couple more pieces, and then we'll do the speed round. All right, so $10. This is a big vase. And, oh, hi, Maritza. Oh, for the plushes. All right, I will get you for the plushes as soon as I put this down. This is by Hull. And it is an absolutely gorgeous vase. This is another steal of a deal. Here's the flaw. Right here, there's a repair. Right there. And I'll show you on this side. It's right there. So there's the flaw in this absolutely gorgeous piece. Now it has two different floral designs. That's one design. When I flip it over, it's a different design. So absolutely amazing vase. There's the flaw. It does have a repair. So that is $10. Yeah, that really is a gorgeous piece. And I am going to get the two plushes for Maritza. Thank you, Maritza. There we go. Got them. And I'm going to mark them sold. Thank you. Okay, next for $10. I have a pair of salt and pepper shakers. Blue glass, and it does glow green, but here's the flaw. Okay, so you notice the birds are talking to each other, but this one lost the top of his head. Let me get my black light, and let's see if it'll pick up. Will you pick it up? Oh, there you can see a little bit of it. A little bit of the green. So it does have a bit of a green glow. So $10 for the salt and pepper shakers, but the bird is missing the top of his head. Now, this is one of those pieces where I say use these as placeholders until you find, the one without the flaw, because you can't get them for $10. That's for sure. But if you like them, you want to remember them, you want to pick up a pair that doesn't have a flaw one day, use these until you find that piece as a placeholder. So those $10. Oops. Okay, next for $10. This is a bit of a big piece. And I'm going to show you the flaw because it's on the lid. So this is one of those Westmoreland wedding cake compotes. And it is hand painted in the in the bows and roses pattern. Here's the flaw. So there's one, not just one chunk, but two chunks cut out. Yep, it had a really rough time, and it not only dropped once, it dropped twice. But here it is, hand painted. This thing is beautiful. And this is the big size. So these come in a few different sizes. This is the big one. There's no flaws on the base. The base is in beautiful condition. And the really cool part about these is if you are using these for like an occasion and you're going to have candies or something in here, instead of having people take the lid off and on constantly, the lid is the base. So these are made to fit so that this can go right underneath. That sits right on the bottom. This sits right on the top. And that's the base. And then you have that open so that you don't have to keep taking the lid on and off. So they designed it that way. That's why it's hollow up in there. So you could put the lid there. Now, you're not going to find this for $10 anywhere. This hand-painted one. So if that's on your bucket list, again, get this as a placeholder until you can find the one without the flaws, because it's not going to be for $10. That's for sure. And then you can add that to your collection. All right. Next up, for $10, I don't remember who made this, if this is a Viking or not. I have a feeling this might be a Viking persimmon colored glass. Now, this one also has a line in it, and it goes from here all the way across to here somewhere. All right, now this one you can feel a bit on the outside. You can't feel it on the inside, and it still rings. It's going to have a bit of a glow. You can see that yellow in there, a bit of a glow. This one is a little more red than orange. So $10 for this one. And again, it could have another internal crack, but it still rings. It doesn't thud. So that also $10 for the vase. Fantastic color for fall. All right, I've got one more item, and it's big. It's big. It's going to start at $12, and it is from Fenton. Now, Fenton makes either call it an Epern or an Epernay, depending on how you like to pronounce the word. It means the vase with the horns is what it is. They make 3 different sizes. There's a small size that has 3 horns. There's a medium size that has 3 bigger horns. And then there's the large one, which has 1 big horn in it. That's considered the large one. I do not have a complete one. I have a bowl, and the bowl has a flaw. But if that's in your wheelhouse, if that's your thing, this could be something really cool for you. It is big. And this is the medium-sized one. So the horns that are in here are quite large. The silver crest is in great condition. The flaw on this piece is actually back here. And there is a repair that was done on the back. So you can have a bowl, add your horns to it, and you've got a fabulous piece. Now, you can find the stray horns out there. You can find them without the bowls. Sometimes the bowls don't survive. People have the horns. They don't know what they are. They don't know what they go to. And you can pick them up. There you go. Then you already have the bowl to go in them. And it has just that little repair on the bottom, but nobody's looking at the repair. And the silver crest is in beautiful condition. Now, again, this is the medium-sized one. So the horns are pretty big on this one. Not as big as the large, but pretty big. Good night, Aaron. So that one, $12 for the bowl. All right. So that is everything for, oh, let me move that one. Okay. There we go. All right. So that is everything for the chipped and cracked sale, but I will do a speed round recap. There we go. Of all of the items still available. And if you are with me in the chat and you see something you like, shout it out. I'll get your name on it. But if you are watching on the replay and you want to know if an item is still available, you can send me an email or you can leave a comment down below. All right, here we go. Up first, I have the sunflower tile. Now, it does have damage. This is great if you're a mosaic or jewelry maker and maybe you want to smash it and use the parts, or you want to try to do a better repair on that. $1, number 5. The Violets trinket box. Now, the flowers on the bottom do have chips, and I believe just the one flower on the top right here has a chip. I think all the other flowers are fine. This is $1, number 7. Night, Mary Jane. The little blue ceramic cup. It does have a chip and a crack. That is $1, number 9. The crystal vase. This does have a chip right here at the top. That's hard to see. $1, number 10. $1, number 10. The poor little ceramic horse who lost most of his legs. $1, number 11. The rest of the little trinket box is fine. I guess a new battery in the music box part, but $1, number 11. A crystal candle holder. It does have a couple of broken sawtooth on the edge. Beautiful crystal. $1, number 16 for the candle holder. The pair of some kind of holder. I'm not sure what these are holders for, One of them, this one, has a repair on the back, and on the inside you can see it. So this one's had a repair. This one's in good shape. You get both of them, $2, number 18. The Precious Moments, our first Christmas together. He needs to be glued back on. Her head needs to be glued back on, and the box lid needs to be glued on. This is $2, number 21. And thank you, Sherry. I will get you for number 18. Thank you. $21. All right. Now this box, nice ceramic box. The paint is chipping off. This is $2, number 28. One of these little leaf-shaped, hand-painted violet plates. It does have a chip right there, and it's marked on the back. This is $2, number 30. And thank you, Bonnie. I will get you for 28. Thank you. Okay, the 3 glass angels. One is in good condition. One is missing its halo, and one is missing its halo and whatever it was holding. They have spun glass bodies, and you get all 3 of them, $3, number 34. And then here's their bodies, right? Their little spun glass bodies. Oh, this one that I think is a vase of some kind. It has 2 chips right here and right here. That's the inside. Here's the artist's signature. This is $3, number 35. The little ceramic bonnet girl. She needs to have her handle for her basket re-glued on. She is $3, number 37. This is by Clarence in England. Bone china. It has a crack in it right here. So for display purposes or something other than drinking, great chrysanthemums for fall time. $3, number 39. Cherished teddies. This is Ryan. I'm green with envy for you. Really cute for St. Patrick's Day. Now, he had something on his hat that broke off, and maybe something on the back that might have broke off. He is $3, number 40. This is Mystic Shields of the Talisman. A beautiful Native American shield. There is a little flaw down here with the feathers. And this is $3, number 43. The Made in Japan fantastic Art Deco orange luster muffineer, little powdered sugar shaker. Here is the flaw. It is marked hand painted, made in Japan. And this is $3, number 45. This is really good if you have the really long hat pins, because it has longer area for the metal to stick in. And the carousel horse, this has been overwound. You can undo the screws and loosen it up. It's a beautiful white horse carousel. And that's $3, number 46. This bowl was made by Homer Laughlin for Lifetime China Company. It is the Jade Rose pattern. It's a beautiful bowl. It's in this sale because the gold on the edge has faded a little bit. So that is the Jade Rose. And the bowl is $4, number 50. The Laurel Birch plate. So right there, Laurel Birch, 1998. It's an animal plate. It has one tiny chip right there. And that's $4, number 54. And then I have this beautiful hand painted, this is an Austrian plate. It is absolutely gorgeous, but it does have a stress crack that's mostly visible on the back. So don't put a spring-loaded plate hanger on this, but you could put it in a plate stand to display it. And this is $4, number 53. And Bonnie, did I say 54 at some point? Let me know what the item is, Bonnie, because sorry if I said 54. That was wrong. And that was wrong on my end. So Bonnie, let me know what it is. If it was the Laurel Birch plate, the Laurel Birch plate. All right. Thank you. It gets to be a lot of numbers. And thank you, Bonnie. Oh, it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of numbers. Okay, the amber glass vase. Now, it is a little cloudy. It does need to be cleaned out. I have not done a soak on it yet, to clear that out. It's got a couple of bubbles right here. And Night Owl, $4, number 58 for the light amber glass vase. I have a couple of the teacups and saucers still available. This design with the green and the gold. I have 2 of these available. They are $4, number 61. And I've got 2 available, $4 each. And then I have 1 saucer. Oh, that was the 1 saucer. Hang on. I have 1 saucer that has just a little more white on it than the other saucers. This one is $1, number 63. $1, number 63. Because I actually have 5 saucers and 4 teacups. If you want to know where that extra one came from. And oh, Bonnie's going to take the saucer. Thank you, Bonnie. Now that's just the saucer, $1. All right. I've got you for that one, Bonnie. Thank you. Okay. That takes us to this one. Willie Ray Studio Patriotic Pal. So it's a cat with a flag, with a broken tail, and 2 birdhouses, 2 birds. This is $5, number 66. The clock. This is from England. The second hand works, the minute hand works, the hour hand does not work. It needs a new setup there. But it is a cool tile. That's $5, number 67. This is Yukago, Japan. And it is a beautiful dish with yellow flowers. It has what I believe is a factory flaw here under the glaze. I believe that piece broke or bent a little bit more than it should have, and that was repaired before the glaze went on. This is $5, number 68. The pair of metal lampshades. Yes, I do think these are antique from the Art Nouveau era. Each one has 1 break in it. Here's the break in that one. And this one also has a break right there. These are $6 for the pair, number 69. Whew, took my breath away. Thank you, DC. I will get you for 68. Thank you. And Edward for 69. Those are awesome, Edward. Thank you so much. The wood box, it has the elephant carved in, leaves, the rhinoceros also. At the top, it does have a chip. Here's what it looks like with the lid on. $6, number 70. $6, number 70 for the wood box. The floral piggy bank. Now he does need a little repair on his nose. And he's a beautiful floral design signed by what looks like Joe Vance. And he's $6, number 72. And thank you, Doria. I will get you for number 70. And DC for 72. Thank you. The set of 3, I believe, hand-painted fruit plates. The gold around the edge there is faded a bit. But here's all 3 plates. No markings on the back, but I would imagine Japan on these. $6, number 74, all 3 plates. $6, number 74. Great colors for fall. This one, I believe, is a vintage candle holder. Now, it is a little cloudy in appearance, possibly could be polished. It does come apart in 3 sections for shipping. This one is $6, number 75. And then I have a contemporary one. This one also comes apart at the base, and I think it comes apart up here also. Contemporary, it does have a little scuffing. Where's that one spot? Right there. Little scuffing on it. Nice tall candle holder. This one is $6, number 76. And Vuvu for 75. Thank you. Okay, the black otogiri, calla lilies. On this one, it does have a chip and a crack that runs down a bit. So I would say silk flowers in this one for display, but probably not ones that require water. Nothing on the back. This one, $8, number 77. All right. Did anybody happen to look up Lee or Leah DiCapia? Because their stuff is spectacular. It's mostly under her name. I think this is an older piece. So the flaw in this one, where did it go? Right here. But I have the pieces right there that go in it. So yeah, if you want, go down a rabbit hole and look her up. She does really good work. Let's see. This is $8, number 78. The wood honey pot. The honey pot in great condition. The stick does have a break in the stick right there, but the honey pot in fabulous condition. That is $8, number 79. The pink glass perfume bottle. It's got butterflies and butterfly on top. There is a break right there in the glass, right at the top. This is $8, number 80. The Johnson Brothers England rose chintz pattern. The flaw is this one chip in the back, and that is an old chip, but I'll show you how it looks right there. This is the rose chintz pattern, and that is $8, number 81. And again, there is the flaw right there. The root beer glass vase. Now, it does have a line running through it. I don't know if that is a crack, a straw mark, or what. It does still have a nice ring to it. It doesn't thud. That's $8, number 83. This is a beautiful vase from Hull. It has two different designs on it. The flaw is a repair that was done to the lip. Here is the Hull mark on the bottom. This is $10, number 84. The pair of blue glass salt and pepper shakers. One of the birds has lost his head, the top of his head. They are $10, number 85, and they do glow under the black light. Not like, you know, the space station can see them, but they do have a glow to them. The Westmoreland wedding cake compote. It has a chip in the lid and a chip in the lid. This is the hand-painted bows and roses pattern. And this is the big compote. It's the big size. This is $10, number 86. The base is absolutely in beautiful condition. Just the two chips in the lid. The Amberina. Not sure if this is Viking or not. It also has a line. Not sure if that is a straw mark or not. It still has a ring to it. It does have a slight glow. You can see the yellow, which causes it to glow. This is $10, number 87. And then the Epernay, however you prefer saying it. Fenton Silvercrest. I just have the bowl. I do not have the horns that go in the bowl, but I have the bowl. Now, the Silvercrest is in beautiful condition. There's a chip on the back right here that has been repaired. So there you go. You can have the base, start building your Epernay with the larger horns that go in this. This is the medium sized. It's not the small one. The single or the large one is actually a single horn. This is the largest one that has the 3 horns. And this is $12, number 88. All right. And that is everything. So if you are watching on the replay or you think about something after the sale, you can send me an email or you can leave a comment down below. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining me for this special chipped and cracked and flawed sale. I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with me. And thank you so much for your purchases. I appreciate it. I will be back for another sale tomorrow at lunchtime. So I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. And good night.